Hey, my K babes, welcome to another Chats with K. So most recently, Megan Thee Stallion took it to her Instagram that she broke up with Klay Thompson. The couple have been dating for a year, and after some cheating allegations, Megan Thee Stallion decided to end the relationship. And this is very sad news because a lot of people was rooting for their relationship, especially after all that Megan Thee Stallion been through, her losing her family, the Tory Lanez situation. So a lot of people was rooting for this relationship to last. Like, this relationship brought out a different side of Megan. Like, I seen a softer side of Megan that I've never seen before. When she first announced their relationship to the public, he seemed like this good guy. He seemed like a Russell Simmons. And maybe Megan Thee Stallion thought she found her Russell Simmons. Especially after all she'd been through, she was looking for that. Throughout the course of their relationship, Megan Thee Stallion, she opened up to this relationship. She seemed as though she was fully invested in this relationship. Like, she's cooking, cleaning for him, doing all the things with him. They're having a good time and enjoying one another, being around his family. She seemed as though she was fully invested into Klay. And that's why I say, as women, never give wifely benefits to a boyfriend. If he hasn't put a ring on it yet, there's no reason for you to be cooking, cleaning, doing all the things of a wife without being a wife, because that puts you in a vulnerable situation where at any given time the rug can be pulled from under your feet, like it happened in this situation. And you can tell that Klay Thompson wasn't fully invested in the relationship like Megan was. Right after the breakup, he is seen on his yacht enjoying himself, going about his day as if nothing never happened.
Shut up, Randy. Get off my line.
So there's allegations that Klay Thompson cheated on Meg Thee Stallion with a WNBA player, Lexi Brown. See, when it comes to these NBA players, you have to understand they are surrounded with women. They have opportunities to meet women. And I'm not saying that every NBA player is unfaithful or every NBA player will cheat, but it's most likely they will. And they have to be very, very disciplined and determined and loyal in order for that not to happen. But what gets me is the good guy image. His good guy image had me fooled. If anything, I thought Megan Thee Stallion was going to be the one to cheat on him. I feel like he couldn't keep that good guy image up for too long and his true colors started to show. But in addition to that, Megan did mention that she dealt with a lot of his mood swings. Anytime a man continually have mood swings, that is a clear indication that he does not have emotional control, which leads to not having self-discipline. So it makes sense as to why he can't be in a monogamous relationship. Here is what Megan Thee Stallion stated on her IG story. Cheated, had me around your whole family, playing house, got cold feet, holding you down throughout all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. And with all the celebrity breakups that's happening, it goes to show you that celebrities, they do not have the answers. They are not relationship experts. A lot of times they just pick someone who looks good for their brand, or they choose the person who looks good next to them, the person who gives them a certain type of image. But to be honest, I feel like after all Megan Thee Stallion been through, she wanted to date different. She wanted to choose a different type of man that she typically go for, and that's why she chose Klay Thompson. And I feel like men, they don't know what they want. They'll say things like, oh, we like soft women. Oh, y'all too masculine. We like submissive women. So when Meg shows that submissive, soft side of her, she still gets cheated on. I mean, this guy had her cooking and just enjoying herself with this guy. She was showing a side of her that, again, I'd never seen before. He took her in his home around his family, only to turn around and cheat on her. They were really, truly playing house. Me, personally, I think he cheated on her intentionally, and I don't think he was feeling her like that. Like, who does that? You take this woman around your family, y'all are doing family things, y'all moving as if y'all really in love. And then at a drop of a dime, you take it all away? Now here is what some others had to say about this.
Y'all, this Megan and Klay Thompson thing is messing me up. Because Klay Thompson is dead wrong, and he's wrong because he took a family from her. You already know this woman does not have a mom and dad or grandma. She has no family, and you gave her that. You had mom and daddy all up in her face. She over there, she cooking food, daddy licking the plate, and you took that from her because you're a greedy person. You can't keep your thing to yourself. And that is so unfortunate to see because you could have left her alone. You could have. You have seen, it's not secret of all the things she has gone through. It has been very much in the public. And then you gonna come in, you gonna get the house, and y'all moving together. You got dad, and she going to the games with mom. You give her all this stuff, a family, and you take that from her because you are a greedy person. That is sick. That is a sick thing. That is a horrible thing to do to somebody. Because you can't keep that control. That control. It is so important. A lot of men lack it. A lot. And I'm so proud of Meg because of her situation. I could understand why somebody like her would stay. I got a family. I don't have that. I can see why she would stay in the situation. But that also shows that these other women out there, you got no excuse, baby. You got no excuse to be staying with a man that don't care for you, that are going against the things you have set, your boundaries. You have no excuse. If Megan can do it, you can do it too. Leave that man today. Pronto.
So the hotties and hot girls are scrambling because their queen, Megan Thee Stallion, announced today that she has broken up with her boyfriend, Klay Thompson, after being together for a year over alleged cheating allegations. I think what irritates me the most about situations like this is when a man comes to a woman with an excuse for why they're breaking up with you or why the relationship won't work, and the excuse has been there the entire time. Now he's talking about he doesn't know if he could be monogamous. You just now finding that out at 36 years old as a professional basketball player with a different woman in every city, groupies sneaking into hotel rooms. They always manage to have some kind of epiphany after you've already met the family, after you've already moved cross country, after you've already given up your rent-controlled apartment in New York. Now all of a sudden they have all this clarity. Because where was his antenna when he was doing all these interviews and dedicating shots to her and games to her and letting her meet the family and spending holidays with her? Now all of a sudden, after you're good and ready, it's like, you know what I've really been thinking about lately? At my big grown age? I don't think I could be a one-woman man. You knew that already. And you did nothing but waste that woman's time. And just like that, the good guy image is shattered. They thought she was going to eat you alive.
I saw this photo and I'm pissed off all over again. You had her looking like she was an in-law. You had her looking like she was in. You had her looking like y'all really loved her. Y'all really cared about her. Playing in her face like that. And the parents, they knew how their son was and how he is. And honestly, I am happy that she's no longer with him because he did not love her. He did not love her at all. A man who chooses to love a woman, especially a woman like Meg. She's lost her parents, her grandparents, the shooting with stupid ass, the leprechaun, getting dragged, people smearing her name, going through so much. A man who loves a woman like Meg will do any and everything to make sure she does not get hurt anymore. He will make sure that he was a safe space for her. And he played her with that. He made it seem like he was a safe space for her and played her. And I think that's the reason why she made her IG story. She posted that because she doesn't really talk about her breakups. He really bamboozled her. He really played it. And we all really thought that he was good for her. We also got bamboozled.
So let me know, what are your thoughts about this topic? Do you think him cheating on her was intentional, or is just something that just happened? Even your thoughts about him cheating on her and how he played in her face, embarrassed her. So share your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And until next time, my K-Babes, bye.